Hi guys! Welcome to Mystic Mischief podcast. This is Gerry and welcome to the podcast. If this is your first time, just wanted to let you know this podcast is all about esoteric, occult, and spirituality for the best you to help you live your best life. And also, this podcast is meant to give a lot of information that might not be known to the public, a lot of enlightening and occult knowledge that has been hidden away from the public. So I highly suggest that you listen to everything and you get your daily dose of knowledge and wisdom for the day. Okay, today we're going to talk about astrology, of course. I'm not an expert, I will say that in every podcast, but I kind of need to talk about it in every single video because it's becoming a lot more prevalent and it's showing us exactly what's happening on Earth. We're going to talk about some prophecies, what's going on with the whole system shutting down, and some other tidbits and news that I believe is really prevalent and the public does not really know about. So we're going to talk about that. I just wanted to say that I'm starting this off really late, so if I talk really slow, I'm sorry, but there's this guy that just keeps yelling upstairs and I'm just like, when is this guy gonna stop? I know it's not related, but if I'm a little bit slow today in this episode, I apologize. I'm gonna be my bright and best self. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Episode 2. Okay, so we're gonna talk about astrology. I think I'm probably going to talk about astrology first throughout the whole entire podcast because it's becoming very prevalent and a lot of us don't know about astrology or we're not keeping up to date with it because it's been seen as an occult science, something that's kind of not true woo-woo science. But I think we need to talk about it. So Pluto is moving into Aquarius. And this means that there's going to be, Pluto has to deal with powers, so Pluto moving into Aquarius means our current leadership and our current central government is probably going to be met with a lot of strife, a lot of strife and dissolution. So we're most likely going to see the forces that are right now, we're going to see them for who they are, and a lot of people are not going to give their energy and not going to support any governments that haven't been working for us but against us. And that's what the Aquarius Age is all about, is a lot of revolution, but the revolution is not necessarily war. The revolution is in your mind, it's in your brain. And that just means the top-down sort of system is going to go away, and we're going to be more clear-minded and see who these people truly are and what they've truly done to us as a collective. So Pluto moving into Aquarius, that's a big one. And Gaia. So Gaia, or Mother Earth, is going through a lot of upgrades. If you guys know, the sun is sending Mother Earth or Gaia a lot of upgrades with the 9.1 X class solar flares, which means there's a lot of solar activity. And I talked about this in episode 1, but the sun is talking to the earth, trying to upgrade her, trying to upgrade us. That's why it's really necessary for us to get sun. It's really necessary for us to get the upgrades and the downloads from the sun so our consciousness can rise. We can become the best version of ourselves, the next best version of humanity. And yeah, the 9.1 X-class solar flares appeared after the solar eclipse. So it was a very heavy, hefty energy that was being sent to the earth. You guys might have felt it. Your DNA definitely feels it every single time the sun is sending a lot of solar activity and flares to us. And these large bursts of energy are called corona mass injections. Okay? So it sends clouds of charged particles or plasma into space, and we receive it, and we're able to download our DNA, able to get rid of some of the shit that we've downloaded so we can move on to an upgraded version of humanity, upgrading our consciousness. And the thing is, you just need to be open to it. A lot of people were complaining about the sun or how much the sun or how hot it was. I know in Arizona where I live, it was like 115. I don't know if it still is 115 Fahrenheit for a very long time. So yeah, there's certain parts of the world where they felt the heat the most, but I think everyone was feeling it. Last astrology update I wanted to give you guys was the supermoon in Aries that is coming up. So I think that is on the 17th. I'm just going to check really quick. Supermoon is on October 17th, 2024. Okay, a supermoon is basically that the moon is going to become a lot closer to the Earth. And a lot of things can happen because that is a lot of charged energy. That is a lot of charged emotions that could happen. The supermoon is in Aries, so it definitely means there's going to be a lot of intense emotions. People might become impulsive. A lot of things might seem scattered. But if you are conscious enough, you can use the energies of the planets that are around us, or the planets that are around us for transformation. So I would take this time on October 17th to use it as transformation. I also like to use the moon energy as a time of manifestation because for me, I see it as like a big portal. And if you guys have noticed this past year, it's been very easy for people to manifest, at least for me, and I've heard a lot of other people. You guys might have gotten an upgrade in your psychic abilities. It's a lot stronger. Clairvoyance, telepathy. All of those abilities that are innate, that are natural in us, have been coming online. So the supermoon in Aries, if you see a lot of chaotic things happen in the world, or you see a lot of impulsiveness, it's nothing to worry about because you should be focusing on your internal world first and not reacting to what's going on outside necessarily. And use this time for you. So this time is for you for transformation. I know I'm definitely going to use the supermoon as a time for transformation, for me to cleanse myself so I can receive a lot more upgrades, a lot more good energies. And yeah. Okay. Next topic, guys, is probably the heavy hitter that I really wanted to talk about in this podcast, but I think it's really prevalent. And I'm going to show you guys just a quick clip today. I don't want to show too many clips because I want to channel a lot of this information myself. But I wanted to talk about this topic. And it is called by a lot of channelers. It's called, a lot of people have been saying, is the Exodus. So the Exodus that is going to be happening on the planet, and I truly feel that this will happen, is the exodus of people leaving their bodies, leaving this earth, because they've already completed their mission on earth and they're not going to be here for the Aquarian Age. Now, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense because if you've already completed your mission on earth, and there's nothing else for you to do, then most likely you're going to want to come back in the Golden Age, or you're going to want to go to a different planet. And that's what I think is going to shock a lot of people in the next coming months, is maybe the next coming months, I'm not going to put a timestamp on it, is a lot of people will be leaving their bodies. A lot of souls are going to decide that they want to leave this planet because they've already done their mission, they've already done what they have had to do. And it might be shocking to hear this now, but when it really does happen, when we start to see people leaving and we're like, what's going on? Like, we can internally tell ourselves, okay, I know what's going on. The 3D world is reflecting what's going on in the spiritual world, what is actually happening. And before we come into this earth, or this university earth, before we come on to any 3D dimension, any planet, we already have a contract. We already kind of know our purpose. And a lot of people, they came to Earth and they were led astray. They were tuned into false narratives. And I think that if they learn their lesson, and if we are learning our lesson, all of us as a collective, we need to like speak up at this point of time, because we're going to a turning point. We're going into a new chapter of humanity, and we cannot be led astray anymore. We cannot continue to spout hate, misinformation, just just basically think that we're just humans, that when we die, it's just a blackout, and that's all we are, because that is not true. We are more powerful than what was led to believe, what we've been all told by religion. And yeah, guys, I wanted to show you guys this channeler. There are thousands of videos talking about this. Like, I am not just saying this off the top of my head. This has been said by a lot of people in the spiritual community, that yes, a lot of people are going to be leaving Earth. I just wanted to tell you guys this because I wanted to prepare you guys and for you not to be confused when things do happen, but it kind of does make sense if you guys think of it in terms of energy. If your energy does not match the frequency of the Golden Age or crystallizing your DNA, you're not going to be here, and it's most likely best for these people, or the population of people, to leave and come back and live in a higher frequency, or go to a different planet and learn the lessons, or have some sort of narrative on that planet. Okay, guys, I'm going to play you guys this channeler. The title is called Britain's Best Channeler Reveals What Happens on Earth and More.
Lasting. So those two run alongside each other.
Are you saying then that the mission is accomplished for many people here, and that's why the mass exodus is happening?
Yes. The mass exodus is all about it could have two meanings to it. So you see, it is about mass migration. Mass exodus can mean mass migration, which is happening everywhere. But it also means that many people are going to pass back home into the spirit world. So the two are running alongside each other. The earthly awakening, the spiritual awakening are running alongside each other. You see, they're not going at the same speed, but they are sort of one going in front and then the other going in front. So therefore, it is trying to rebalance the negative energy and bring it back into alignment again, which is going to take time, one might add, because this has been going on for years, centuries. And there has never, ever been a time like it. So in all of the turmoil that you're going through in this world, actually be glad that you're here at this time, because you'll never, ever get another time like it. The awakening is absolutely beautiful.
What will the Earth look like once the awakening has completed?
Well, I do believe that the Earth she has a soul. There's masculinity and femininity within the Earth. And everything that exists within it has those two opposite energies that unite. So the Earth has a soul, but they call Earth Mother Earth, don't they? And so that is going to be much brighter. I did take Elaine out of herself and show her the world in darkness, and then I showed her the world vibrant, glowing, beautiful. And that's how it could be. You see, there are always going to be negative things in the world because you learn from negative to understand the greatness of positive. So if you hadn't gone through it, and you would say, well, if I hadn't been through that, where would I be today? I wouldn't be here. I would be in another direction, you see. So you experience everything for a reason. Everything is absolute synchronicity. There is nothing that isn't synchronicity. There are no coincidences. It's all synchronicity.
Okay, guys, so I think the channeler said it a lot more eloquently than I did. But I think that has been a common theme in the spiritual community talking about this. So I just wanted to let you guys know that yes, that is going to happen. So don't be freaked out. I don't know, when people do start leaving, it's all a part of the plan. They wanted to leave. Technically, when we do know when we're gonna die, it's kind of like a planned suicide. Like, I'm gonna leave my body on this day. We already know it before we enter this place. Okay, so I wanted to talk about politics really quick. This is not my favorite subject, so politics and entertainment. So I'm going to talk about it briefly and then we're going to move on. And the thing that I wanted to stick in your mind is the stage show of the election. What is going on with Trump and Kamala? And a lot of people, not just me, are saying that this is a fake election. I kind of already showed you guys evidence of what is going on. There are many people playing Joe Biden. There are many people playing Kamala, and there are many people playing Trump. And these people that are playing these characters on the TV, they are all doing this basically for the public to be confused, for us to be led astray. And a lot of you that are watching this probably don't partake in politics. You probably don't believe in it whatsoever. But I would say that I would not really watch it and believe 100% in it because it is really fake. It is really like a clown show. And there are certain things that are going on that are a part of the synchronicities of showing us how the Aquarian Age is coming about, but they are trying to confuse and basically keep the public in a sleeper spell, keep them asleep. If you're watching this, you probably are not asleep. 100%, 99.9% believe you're not asleep and you're not going to be subjugated to the images that are shown. If I find the photo, I will flash a photo on the screen somewhere of the White House, how it's actually been on lockdown. There's nobody at the White House. It's just all up in bars. So that's how you know that they have like different White Houses, different stage shows, or different stages where they kind of film the White House, but it's not really the White House. So yeah, guys, that was the politics. The entertainment world, I'm not gonna get too heavy into it, but I think we all know what's going on in the entertainment world. There's going to be a lot of celebrities that are going to be exposed. They have been exposed recently. So we're just going to continue to see the dirt, and we're going to see them for who they truly are. And the reason why this is happening is it's kind of like gradually taking us into the truth, and we need to be exposed to all this dirt. And it's really, I don't even know what to say. It's really like scumbag, really evilness that has been going on. And the reason why all of this is being exposed, again, is because that is what the Aquarian Age is all about, cleansing all of the dirt, all of that scum out of the way so we can see with our true eyes and our true eye, our third eye, for what's really going on. And a lot of people have emotional attachment to celebrities. So when they find out their favorite celebrity is not who they said they were, I think that's just going to usher in and really fast pace us more into the Aquarian Age, because people are going to feel betrayed. People are not going to be attached to the media and the entertainment world, talk show hosts. And last thing that I wanted to talk about regarding this area is I'll put a list on the screen of all the CEOs that have recently left their positions. You guys.
CEO of 300 Entertainment, Kevin Liles, announces his resignation on 9/17. CEO of Nike, John Donahue, announces his resignation 9/19. Kaz Kobayashi, CEO of Warner Music Japan, announces his resignation 9/18. Max Lusada, CEO of Recorded Music, announces his resignation 8/1. Julie Greenwald, Atlantic Group Chairman, announces her resignation 8/6. Randy Goodman, Sony Music Nashville Chairman and CEO, announces his resignation 9/18. Do what you want with that. Coincidence?
You might have already seen this on social media, but as soon as P. Diddy's case was put up, a lot of CEOs, like high companies, a lot of CEOs were starting to leave their positions. So I have a feeling we're going to hear a lot of dirt from them as well. Okay, this whole episode is about the system shutting down, everything shutting down for a new age to come in. So the whole thing is being shut down, including the banking system, the housing system, just everything you can possibly think of that we have been contractually bound to for a long time. And one of the signals, one of the signs that we know that the banking system is going to be shut down and we're not going to have access to money, we're not going to have access to a lot of the resources that we had in this matrix, is Bank of America customers report account outages, some seeing balances of zero. Okay, you guys have already probably heard of this, but Bank of America has been going down. This is just one of the signs that the system is going down and all of the banks will be going down. Bank of America, just that symbolism of America, the American bank, the Bank of America, it's just an initial symbol that all the banks are going to be going down. I haven't seen a list, but I know there's been a lot of problems with other banks. So I really wanted to tell you guys this, that yes, the banks are going down. We're not going to be tied down to this fake money anymore, this fake system. And you guys probably already know it, but I just want to re-emphasize it, that we're not going to be tied down to money. We're not going to live in a feudal system where the top are at the top and the bottom in the middle people are just going to continue being slaves. And I think that makes a lot of sense for the Aquarian Age. Why would we work for someone else as a slave, doing something that is not our purpose, that is not our passion? It doesn't really make sense in a spiritual sense at all. And I think we need a lot more people to think that way, there's people out there that really love to work, but they were programmed that way. They just want to work for another person for that next paycheck, because they were programmed that way. That is what this matrix was made out to be, and it was planned out that way. A group of people came together and they're like, okay, this is how we're going to control most of the population. And it worked because we got a little bit of compensation with that weekly or 2 bi-weekly paycheck. Okay, I also wanted to mention that the housing is going down. The housing market is going down as well. And I just recently saw a video of this woman urging people to go buy houses, and it just made me think, why is this woman coming out of nowhere propagating information telling everybody to buy property and land when the land and property is going to be given back to Mother Earth? It doesn't really make sense. I'm not going to show you guys the video, but if you guys see any of these videos of people telling you to go buy things, telling you to go buy land, I would highly suggest you don't do it. Do not tie yourself to any more contracts. Do not tie yourself to the government, because you're basically giving them an extra time or extra time to do what they want, to continue being a fake government, and continue with the system, this clown system that they're going through. So I just wanted to mention that. Please do not buy any houses, don't buy any lands. It is not a part of nature for us to buy land, separate it. That's a part of Mother Earth. Whoever wants to have their land, have their house, they can be there. They can live there because we're all a part of nature. There is no reason why we should be buying a bunch of lands for no reason from people that decided to take our money, tax us, and tax a bunch of land that's not theirs. Okay, next topic, guys. We're going to talk about James Webb Telescope. Again, you guys probably already know about this, but I want to talk about it because I think it's prevalent. I think that it's showing us a lot of things that are going on. I'm going to just play the clip, and then I'm going to react to it and tell you guys what I think. So let's go ahead and play the clip. The clip is called "Listen to What the James Webb Telescope Found."
And it's about to get even more interesting this year, y'all. And it's about to get even more interesting this year, y'all. Listen to what Alexa just detected from the James Webb Telescope that is heading down to Earth.
Alexa, what did the James Webb Telescope detect that is heading towards Earth?
From Gitbook.io. The James Webb Telescope had spotted an armada of alien ships heading toward Earth at near light speed.
So we have an armada of ships heading to planet Earth as we speak. There's going to be a second moon in our atmosphere, which I believe it's already here, because the fact of the matter is people are seeing things like this, a huge spherical object behind the sun, and another one over here. And then seeing dark rainbows that we have never seen before on planet Earth. We're having an annular Ring of Fire solar eclipse on October the 2nd. And then to top it all off, in the Netflix series 3 Body Problem, they already told us that they were on their way. Listen.
We built an interstellar fleet of 1,000 ships. They are the final hope of civilization number 9478. And they are on their way.
You'll welcome us, won't you?
Did y'all forget the handbook that was given to police across the whole United States? And now Alexa is telling us that they have an armada of ships heading our way? It's about to get on and cracking, family. I be telling y'all, big shifts are taking place right now. Just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean it's not happening. But this video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comments below. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift, y'all. Peace in.
Okay guys, that was the video, and I think this came out 2 weeks ago, so I might be late to the party, but if you guys didn't know about that, I just wanted to drop that on you guys, drop that bomb on you. I briefly talked about aliens in episode 1, but I think it's something that we all need to kind of be accustomed to. We need to start thinking about, because if we have a lot of cognitive dissonance, we have this estranged feeling about aliens when they do appear, because there has been a lot more sightings lately. When they do appear, either you're going to like die of shock, or you're just going to be like, what the heck? And to be honest with you guys, I've never seen an alien, so I'm probably going to be like, what the heck too? But every single day I'm trying to accustom my brain to thinking, okay, they're going to most likely show up eventually, because they've already been here on Earth for a very long time, and they've been working with the dark forces, the secret society that I mention a lot. But they have already been here, guys. Again, why would they not be here? Why would they not be here if we're unconscious? They're going to do whatever they want to us, experiment on us, put us or take us away and do experiments, and basically like look at us like animals, treat us like animals, eat our babies, which I will mention in a different episode, but it's tragically what is happening. And the dude said armada, so he specifically Alexa, and a lot of people are saying an armada, and I'm just gonna look it up right now, but I think an armada is like 1,000. I don't really know. Number armada is like over 1,000 or something like that. I don't know. And a lot of scientists are going to lead you to believe that it's going to take them 3 years, it's going to take them 5 years. But if they already have the technology, the UFO technology, why would it take them 3 years, guys? It doesn't make any sense. They already have that high technology, and they can already be seen by a telescope. Most likely they're going to come here. They're already here, or they're going to come here as quick as they can. I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're just going to reveal themselves, because that's what the Aquarian Age is all about, us revealing the truths, us realizing that history was not the true history. It was just made up. It was fabricated. The governments that we have in place are fabricated. The people that we thought were on our side, that were good to us, fabricated their whole personality, their whole story in front of the media. And yeah, guys, I would just take it one day at a time. Take it one day at a time, and just realize whatever is happening in the outer world is just like an expression of the divine. These things need to happen. We as a collective have already agreed that we want this to happen. We've already won the war in the spiritual side. So now our human selves just need to acclimate. We need to slowly acclimate to this higher frequency, this new Aquarian age. We need to become Aquarian people. We're all about truth. We're all about true leadership. We're not about snatching our babies and feeding them to aliens. We're not about We're not about stealing people's money, making them into slaves, or anything like that. All right, I know that was a lot, guys. I said a lot. I'm going to end the podcast with one last tidbit, one last signal, or one last news, truth bomb on you guys before we leave. And one thing about the frequency of the earth is elevating. A lot of people's frequencies are elevating. If you're watching this, I know for sure you are a person who is elevating into the new earth. And so that means a lot of new land masses, a lot of new species of animals are going to appear. And one example of this is the islands of Japan that just suddenly popped out of nowhere. So this was on the news. I will flash the news article up on the screen so you guys can see it. If you guys are just listening to my voice, just know that there has been a lot of land masses that have been appearing. And we've also been hearing about a lot of new animals that are appearing. And why are they appearing is because we're moving on to a new earth. We're moving into a new frequency where we can actually see these beings. We can see these land masses. They can finally appear in front of our eyes in this 3D realm because we're ready to read. We're ready and we're on the same vibration of them. That being said, just because we can't see a lot of land masses doesn't mean that they're not there. They've been hidden, or we just not known about them for a long time. And yeah, guys, a lot of land masses are appearing and disappearing. I think okay, guys, so I'm going to end the podcast here. I don't want it to be super long. I hope you guys enjoyed the knowledge that I relayed to you guys, whether you've heard it before or you haven't. I hope you guys do your own research or you could dive deep into it. There's a lot of things that are going to be revealed to us. And hopefully through this podcast, you can also talk to other people about what you have learned and just be a bright light in this world and give your talents to the world no matter what stage of life you're in. If you are in the deep depths of darkness, that is just a great stage to be in because you can start to grow and move on up to the light. And it all starts with one thought a day. If you can have a new thought every single day, you're calibrating yourself to a new you. So try to have happy thoughts, positive thoughts. It adds 10 years of your life if you're being positive as much as you can. Don't force it, but again, I think it's really helpful if you have some sort of new thoughts, you have some sort of new way of looking at things in the world. And yeah, guys, that was episode 2 of Mystic Mischief podcast. I'll see you guys later. Bye.